What's going on, guys? My name is D-Man Classic, and today I'm going to go ahead and do a FPS benchmark on a Total War Sega Troy. Now I'm testing this on a MSI GE66 Raider, which has a 6-core i7-10750H processor with the RTX 2070 Super graphics card. Now it has 32 gigs of RAM, it has a 1TB NVMe SSD, and we'll go ahead and see how it runs. Now, for the most part, I think it's a little over doing it by testing every single preset. I'm pretty much just going to test the I'm going to test the low and ultra preset and maybe the high, and kind of go ahead and show you how each of them performs with this laptop and the specific specs. Now, after I'm done, I'll test the siege benchmark, but for the most part I'm going to stick with the battle benchmark for each preset. I'll let you know that the campaign benchmark, this game is very well optimized and it runs very well on the campaign map. So FPS, frames are hitting really high, well above 150. It's very impressive for this laptop. Now the siege benchmark, I'll go ahead and do the same thing. I'll test it at low, ultra, and high presets and kind of give you an idea of how this laptop runs. So again, this game is very well optimized. So this is gonna go ahead and be the first preset, and let me go ahead and set it to ultra. Now this laptop I did buy specifically at Best Buy here in the States. And I'll go ahead and put that link to Best Buy's website in the description, along with my Twitch account, because I just barely started streaming about 3 weeks ago. So hopefully you guys like the video. Now keep in mind, this is a MSI GE66 Raider laptop, gaming laptop. So it does have, you do have to realize that this is running at 1080p. So me personally, I'll be using this computer for school and work, and I'm actually quite impressed with how well it's running. As you guys can see, it the ultra preset 79 FPS average. So if you do a lot of gaming, work on the side, or maybe you just want something, you don't want to buy a desktop due to space, this is a pretty impressive laptop, and this game is very well optimized, so I think you'll like it a lot. Now, whether or not this game is worth the full retail price is based on your personal opinion. I got this game for free at launch. The Epic Store was pretty much giving the copies out for free for 24 hours. Pretty crazy. So I'll test the high preset, then the low. The high preset shuts off anti-aliasing, reduces the texture filtering, keeps the texture quality at ultra, and everything else is pretty much set to high and medium settings. And the unit size is set to large. Again, hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. It's non-edited, and it's pretty much one take. It's pretty crazy because I'm enjoying this. Very fun to do. Now, I was also thinking that I might, you know, try doing other tests for, using this laptop and showing you guys some other benchmarks on games that you might request, you know. Even if you don't buy the specific or have the specific laptop variant with the specs, something similar, you know, you'll definitely be able to see how it runs. Of course, you know, other models have thermal throttling and whatnot. This I did have to apply an undervolt to it, which did keep the temperatures relatively cool, along with a fan preset that I did customize. So. I can only hope that the next Total War Hammer entry will be this smooth. I do like to game and go, so playing Total Warhammer 3 on my laptop will definitely be fun, especially over 100 FPS. Even over 60 would be awesome. It's pretty exciting to see how, you know, as devices get smaller and smaller and more powerful, how well you're able to run these type of games. We just got to figure out a better cooling system. Now this is the low preset, and as you can see, we're getting well above 300 FPS. Now on this specific laptop, it did come with a 240 Hertz display. Now I do believe using shadow play you do have a small reduction in performance in terms of frame rate. I mean, I am using NVIDIA shadow play to record all of this. I've always wondered how consoles would be able to run these type of games. It's pretty crazy. So next up is the Siege benchmark, and I think what I'll do is I'll test it at ultra settings. However, I will tweak it just a tad bit, just to kind of give you a more accurate representation how I would play this game. Yeah, you can max everything out, and at max you definitely get, I'd say, either at 60 FPS or below. But using 2x anti-aliasing, keeping everything at ultra, God rays even at the preset for the ultra preset, 6 to medium, unlimited video memory, unit size set to extreme. The grass detail, I believe that it is a little overwhelming. The grass in this game kind of looks silly, but even then, with the extreme preset, it is very taxing. Now shadow, I'll set it to extreme to show you guys how well extreme shadows runs on this game, and considering that this is a laptop, it's pretty impressive. I don't know about you guys, but I am super stoked for this next series of graphics cards. I mean, that's what my eyes set on. So you guys can see the game looks, pretty damn good with extreme shadows. The cloud effects in this game are really nice, along with the specific weather effects. You've got rain, fog, and look at that unit size. This is set to this is with the extreme unit size. And I like how they do the fighting in the middle. It reminds me of the Troy movie with Brad Pitt. It's badass. The two heroes facing off, and you got the units surrounding them. It looks pretty epic. Now keep in mind you can adjust the arrow trail, so as you can see it kind of looks like a little silly. I know it's meant for gameplay purposes, but you can adjust that. And with the presets that I had set, as you can see, it hit 99 average FPS, which is damn well. It's really good. Now I do streaming on my Xbox X, but I definitely would love to come, home from school and be like, hey, I'm gonna hop in a game of Total War and just, have fun. Again, this is not a desktop replacement, but as far as technology goes, it's pretty cool. So, one last thing, I'll benchmark the Siege Bench again, but this time, you guys will know low will run really well. I'm going to max out the settings. I don't know how extreme grass will do. It might do pretty horribly, and if it does, I'm pretty worried. But I'm going to set everything to high. Extreme, high, there we go. To the highest preset. And let's see how this does. Now I was able to see this game run with upwards of I'd say 12 to 15,000 units on the map at once, and it ran pretty well. I'd say about 40 FPS, 50 FPS, So as you guys can see, I'm getting a little bit of stuttering here. FPS is definitely below 60 FPS. Now on the more grasslandy type areas, you would definitely see, I believe, a more significant drop in frame rate. Just because, man, the grass, when it's set to extreme, it's It's crazy. You can't even see the troops. I mean, you know what, fuck it. I'll test the battle benchmark for you guys with this at max settings, just to show you guys how it runs. I don't know how it's gonna do, but I'm enjoying this, so it's pretty fun. Again, guys, if you like what you're seeing and you have any requests in terms of benchmarks, definitely comment. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. It's one of my first serious videos, so I'm definitely learning how to edit, so future videos will definitely be a lot better in quality, so I appreciate you guys' time. Battle benchmark, here we go. Now, if you guys are curious about anything else regarding this laptop, definitely feel free to comment, and I'll be answering as many comments as I can. Definitely help you guys out there. I know a lot of people looking for something like that they can use for work and play at the same time. So it's pretty overwhelming with how many options are out there, and people looking for a desktop replacement as well. Not necessarily a desktop replacement, but something that a lot of people sometimes they don't have enough room for a desktop, so they want a laptop. As you guys can see, the FPS drop on this is very significant, and that's due to the grass. You can't really tell from here, but if you were to zoom in, I mean, the guys are literally up to their chest with the grass. So it's kind of ridiculous. Whoever made this game, the devs were like, what should we have in this new Total War game? Grass? Say no more. So guys, I think that concludes today's video. If you like what you saw, definitely leave a like and subscribe. And this is my first video, so any feedback would be awesome. Again, in terms of quality, it's only going to get better from here. This is kind of like a on the whim type of video. I decided just to post it and see what you guys think. I know I always